Kraven survives his last hunt. Superman's whereabouts are revealed. Queen in Black begins. Kent and Pennyworth team up, and heroes and horrors are unleashed. Welcome back to the channel where we talk about only good comics. I'm Brant, and this is Friday First. This is that series where we talk about those brand new number one issues, new character debuts, new story arcs, and the like. And this is for books releasing on July 29th, 2026. The first books after San Diego Comic-Cons, which is going on this weekend. If you're there, hope you're having a great time. If you're not, I hope you're following all the news and updates and everything from the show. Fingers crossed, we'll have an episode of Comic Book Weekly this coming Tuesday talking about all the San Diego Comic-Con news. And that'll be our last show for the summer break. And then we'll return with our regular weekly schedule in mid to late August. So be on the lookout for that. But this week we have another top 10 of First, and we have a couple of other books to talk about as well. So without further ado, let's jump into our honorable mention. This week's honorable mention goes to Upheaval, issue number 1 from Summit Comics. This is written by Travis Gibb, with art by Brian Wolf. This is a brand new superhero universe, indie comics, and this was recently not too long ago launched on Kickstarter, and they have their entire universe they're launching through that platform, but now it's out in direct market as well. So everything they're doing with this new superhero universe looks pretty cool. This one is set in Orlando, which is Travis is based out of Florida, so that kind of makes sense. We've got a family slaughtered by the Violet Lotus, which is a Japanese crime syndicate. And so this character, Poppy, was orphaned at 13, and now she's been spending years studying and tracking and trying to, figure out how to kind of, I guess, get revenge or justice for her family. So that is Upheaval from Summit Comics, and that is this week's honorable mention. This week's noteworthy comic comes from IDW. This is the Horror of Godzilla, issue number 1. Didn't quite make my list because I'm not a big fan of the Godzilla comics, but I do love the franchise. And this one is a horror story told with Godzilla. And this is a standalone 4-issue miniseries that is kind of a prequel to what they say the Kai Sei era, if I pronounce that correctly. This is also written by Ethan S. Parker and Griffin Sheridan with art by Tristan Jones, so a fantastic creative team there. It takes place in Tokyo in 1954. If you're a big Godzilla fan, you'll want to check this one out. But with that, let's get into this week's top 10. Coming in at number 10 is Queen in Black, The Defenders of Light and Dark. This is a tie-in to the Queen in Black main series, and it's the only other tie-in that is on the list this week. This one features Beta Ray Bill and other characters like Monica Rambeau. You can see on the cover there. You've got Iron Man, you've got Dagger, maybe Cloak and Dagger, and this is the story of Beta Ray Bill, who's the only one apparently who remembers Hela, the goddess of death. And we also deal with Tony Stark's new black metal armor that he kind of put together recently. That is supposedly the ultimate weapon against Null, and all this kind of stuff. So it's like this little side mission in the Queen of Black saga, which admittedly, I have not been super excited about this particular story, but I like Beta Ray Bill. I like Monica Rambeau. I like a lot of these characters. And if I'm going to pick up a tie-in, this is going to be one that I'm going to get. This one is written by Tom Waltz with art by Zay Carlos. So that's why Queen in Black, Defenders of Light and Dark comes in at number 10. Coming in at number 9 from DC Comics is Batman Superman World's Finest 2026 Annual, issue 1. This is an annual week. There's a lot of annuals and specials and anniversary issues and all that kind of stuff here. This is an oversized summer special at 48 pages for $5.99. But this is a special team up of Jonathan Kent, Pa Kent, and Alfred Pennyworth. And that was too good to not have on this list, to see these two supporting characters of Superman and Batman, respectively, teaming up on a mission all of their own. So that's why Batman Superman World's Finest 2026 Annual comes in at number 9. Coming in at number 8 from Marvel is What If Spider-Man issue number 1. This is what if Kraven had survived the last hunt. And this is J.M. DeMatteis returning for this reimagining of Kraven's Last Hunt. And we're going to see what would have happened if Kraven hadn't bit it. And these recent crop of what if stories have been pretty solid. So that's why I'm kind of curious about this one as well. And that's why What If Spider-Man issue number 1 comes in at number 8. Coming in at number 7 from Dark Horse Comics is a new book called Nano, issue number 1. This is written by Matt Kent and Alexander Grant with art by Natasha Bustos. And this features an operative named Sana, who is a part of this underground organization called The Order. And they've been assigned to this mega city on prison labor during these blackouts that are, kind of overtaking overtaking the city, and all this kind of cool stuff. You've got she's disguised herself as a middle school PE teacher. She's kind of having to deal with 8th graders while she's trying to keep people out of danger and all of this kind of stuff. So it sounds kind of interesting. It sounds a little bit of slice of life, a little bit of super spy kind of stuff going on. It sounded kind of interesting. The art is more kind of cartoony or slice of life style. So I thought that was an interesting contrast as well. So that's why Nano comes in at number 7. Coming in at number 6 is Justice League Night Vision Special Issue number 1. This is from DC Comics, and this is continuing the whole initiative of this, what do they call it? The amnesty, the Villain Amnesty Act that they've put forth, where they're allowing some villains to kind of work with the Justice League. And this sees Batman teaming up with Lex Luthor to save all of reality in this special. I assume it's a one-shot, 48 pages for $5.99. They have to work together to investigate a Justice League villain who is capitalizing on shifting priorities and the visions of the future that the DC Universe's champions saw at the end of DCKO to create a dangerous new weapon. So if you've been liking everything coming out of DCKO, if you like the thought of Lex Luthor and Batman, two of the smartest people in the DC Universe, teaming up together to fight crime, this might be up your alley, and that's why Justice League Night Vision Special comes in at number 6. Getting into that top 5, coming in at number 5 is Queen in Black issue number 1. Giving it the benefit of the doubt, we've got Al Ewing and Ivan Coelho on the creative here. 56 pages for a whopping $7.99 for this first issue, oversized issue, as we see Hela of Asgard going against Null, the god of the void, who has built a brand new army to destroy Earth. And so, yeah, we're going to see all this going on, and the Son of Venom caught in the middle. And this will be telling of what this event is going to be like, what it's going to feel like, how it's going to read. So that's why it's a little bit lower on the list, but still, it makes the top 5 at number 5. Coming in at number 4 from Ignition Press is The Patron, issue number 1. This is written by Christian Ward with art by John Pearson. And this is about an artist of fine arts. Mr. Cherish has dedicated his life to scouting and supporting emerging artists, launching countless unknowns from obscurity into an industry superstardom. But unfortunately, there's a secret to his success, and it's their untimely demise. Because, as we all know, art is more valuable once the artist is dead, right? So it looks like Mr. Cherish has refined the ability to orchestrate spectacular tragedies without leaving a trace. So he's basically a serial killer of artists to kind of capitalize on them, and kind of they're his meal ticket and everything. So that's the story we're going to tell here. Kind of an interesting perspective on that particular storyline, I guess you would say. So sounds pretty interesting to me. Ignition Press always does great books, and that's why The Patron comes in at number 4. Coming in at number 3 from AMP Comics is The Greatest American Hero, issue number 1. I really enjoyed the Free Comic Book Day 0 issue that we got of this, and I thought it was a pretty solid start because it took the franchise into the present, where he had grown up, he'd gotten older, he no longer wore the suit. had family issues. He was kind of an absent father and all this, absent grandfather and all this kind of stuff. And now it's all coming full circle once again. And yeah, so now we're going to pick up here. And we also have an additional page and 3 covers for this book. I'm excited about this one. This is written by Don Hanfield with art by Alper. I'm not going to try to pronounce that. I'll just leave it on the screen there. But yeah, so if you're a fan of the classic TV shows and you like the Greatest American Hero, just the concept of this random dude getting this alien suit and becoming a superhero and doesn't know how, has no manual, doesn't know how to do it, and crashes every time he flies, all that kind of stuff, this will be up your alley as well. And that's why the Greatest American Hero comes in at number 3. Coming in at number 2 from DC Comics, Superman 2026 Annual Year 1000, Issue 1. Since the end of DCKO, Superman has been missing. Nobody knows what happened to him, where he went, and we are finally going to tell that story in this book. I'm excited to find out exactly what has been going on with Superman, where he has been, what he's been up to. And yeah, so it's all going to be in this. It says the future was infected by Darkseid and his Legion, leaving a trail of death and disaster in their wake, including the Legion of Superheroes. Now Superman is using Time Trapper's powers to heal the future and correct the damage that has been done. So yeah, if you've been wondering what's going on with Superman, this is where you find it out. And that's why Superman 2026 Annual Year 1000 comes in at number 2. And coming in at that coveted number 1 spot is Feral, issue number 25 from Image Comics, because this is the first official meeting of the stray dogs and the feral cats, because we've had a flip issue for the past 2 or 3 issues where you have stray dogs on one side, you have feral on the other, and now these characters are colliding in this oversized 40-page book for $4.99 anniversary issue as well, 25 issue 25 with a wraparound cover. Super excited about this. I love stray dogs, I love feral, and mashing those 2 worlds together and having these characters interact, and a serial killer on the loose at the CDC, all kinds of crazy stuff going on. I can't wait for it. This is absolutely my most anticipated book this week, and that's why Feral issue number 25 comes in at number 1. And there you have it. There's our top 10 for this week. Hope you enjoyed the list. Let me know in the comments below which books on this list or beyond, any first issues that I missed or that I didn't cover here, what you're looking forward to coming out next week. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really does help the channel and help the show. Of course, if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe and notification bell so you don't miss any of the content going up on this channel. And as always, you can follow me across social media at Only Good Comics, or type in onlygoodcomics.com to take you right back to this YouTube channel where we talk about only good comics. Until next time, thanks for watching. Take care. Keep reading those comics, and I'll see you soon. Bye.